life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer.
Hey guys, welcome back to the cnjshow, and I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I got my sister NEEK, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this topic. Now, like I always say before I get started, when it's pertaining to any YouTube couples that I know that I was feeling like, they were my cousins and they've been and broke up, and we got to do the I hate you, you hate one, you love one. I try not to get into all of that, who I really hate and who I really love, because honestly, ain't nobody paying my bills over here, okay? So I still love both of them. But let's just say this. On this here title here, I felt like I got a little bit raped. I'm not even gonna lie. I really did feel that way, because I was like, okay, looking at the thing, because I haven't really been following gramz like that. So I'm just gonna be honest, I really haven't, and I haven't even really been following leelee like that, like just looking, because I've honestly, it's gonna take me some time to get over. I'm still healing too. So if it could take them this long, well, leelee this long to heal and stuff, it's gonna take me a little bit time to heal too. I need some healing. So I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be really, really in tune, because I just don't want another heartbreak. Now, here it is. I felt a little raped, like I said, because I feel like gramz, the title, I don't know if maybe, because sometimes we don't, if you do not have auto correct on your phones and on these laptops and computers and stuff, it could just put anything. You could probably just put anything. You really don't know. So like for me, I personally thought that maybe that's the first thing that I thought. Like, okay, I said, oh my God. So leelee really did. So leelee, you came around to at least coming to, because I know you was a real one in the beginning, and you was saying, listen, I'm hurting today, I'm crying today, I'm in the bed today, and you was doing that. You wasn't doing all this. You so happy, and wearing matching outfits and stuff, and doing all that stuff, and all this other kind of stuff in the beginning, like how gramz was. So it's like, okay, when you went over there supposedly and you dropped all this stuff off, I thought, cause I'm just looking at the title, I thought like you had went over there, and I just, cause this is what I'm thinking in my head before I press on the video. This is what I was imagining before when I pressed the video. I was like, okay, leelee has probably lost her mind. It's the 4th of July, and this is really getting to her. She went to drop off the something with her new boo, and they was fighting, and she really just did that just to do it, because she don't know how to get gramz back, and Avery just over there sitting down looking and stuff, making dinner, and it's like, okay, so, but none of that stuff didn't happen like that. None of it happened that way. Like, none of it. That's why I say, you know what? Cause it do be happening. Sometimes you gotta redo your auto text so that it don't misspell things. Cause I don't know where we got this. Ain't nobody come to you. Didn't nobody come see you. They didn't come looking for you. I think that it was done respectfully. Nobody came looking for you to address anything. Nobody gave you anything. And even though, honestly, to me, I feel like this, right? On a more serious topic, I feel like, okay, in the beginning, right, when gramz had went to go see my mom and see the game, a lot of people were saying, like, it was to go try to see leelee, but leelee was out of town. It could have been to see leelee, or it could have been to really see the kids. You've grown with these kids, and you've been in their life since they were babies, literally babies, okay? But that did too get spun out in a totally wrong way, with maybe Graham should never went there and things like that. So I can understand how you probably was feeling. Like, let me take this opportunity to bring that back into today's event. But she didn't come see you. That was something I wouldn't even have said, because it seemed to me, regardless of what, her keeping or holding on to something. I know you say like with your cars and your clothes and all the rest of that stuff. Yes, these things was important, but let's just be real. You kind of was a little shooken to even go get that stuff, because you knew that you knew if you would have came there, you would have had to know leelee's every move, that this girl is out of state, out of town. She's somewhere and not, ain't nobody playing like they ain't there. She's really going, because you know that she still had that fire in her bones to get you. So that's why you didn't come get those important things that you had left, like the car and those clothes and stuff, because I would have just left that stuff too. But she didn't come in. Like, I thought that somebody, like, okay, this is the way I pictured it from the way you left it on it, like the way that you had left it. I pictured it like somehow y'all knew the same people a little bit, and somebody somehow was grilling and stuff, because it was the 4th of July and that's what people do. They be grilling, and then like leelee maybe like went over there with her boo thing, and they was like, oh, what's up or something like that, and y'all both seeing each other, like you had invited her to come over, her and the kids and stuff. That's kind of like a little bit of what I thought, but you didn't do that at all. But you didn't do that at all. I think that it was respectful. I mean, let's be honest, it was respectful. I don't care if she would have came over there and dropped you off the car, your old stuff, I even wanted to cuss you out. I think that it still was respectful, because she dropped the stuff off, and whoever else, so that nobody don't take this in no way. Because I remember, just real quick, let's sidetrack. Now, this is about me. I remember one time I was talking to somebody and I really did not know, and they just had came upon my head. They just was oop poop, I'm thinking about them. I ain't know, they just had came up in my head, and I really didn't even understand. And shoot, I had my cousin like, girl, listen, and I'm all in the back seat. Like, I'm in the back seat, all on the floor. So that way they don't think nothing. So I'm like, no, listen, if he answered the door, get us to him and be like, oh, she was like, call, cause she didn't want to be disrespectful with it, but she just, she want to make sure she don't leave this note with anybody, but this is the little note right here and whatever. And I was in that back seat, and I told my cousin, it's like, no, listen, you go and you give him that note, because just in case he do got a little new boo thing, I don't want to be disrespectful. But if you do it, you ain't being disrespectful, because I already told you what to do. Because if she or he or whoever would have answered the door, if it was like another female or something like that, and then you would have knew, like, okay, no, come back and pretend like it was something else, like it was, something for his brother or something like that. So it wouldn't have been there. So that was that. So I can't even understand with her bringing, which the baby, I guess the boy said that your nephew said it was somebody with dreads. Now we do know that mama have dreads. Okay, that could have been mama. I don't know who all it was. What car did she pull up there in? Because if she was in that freaking Corvette or Porsche, whatever the car that is, it ain't like you can really see who's in the who all in the back seat. Like, I mean, on the side, you really cannot see it. So, but the thing is, your sister just called you, like, okay, grams of your stuff. That was not even nothing, honestly, to even get on and to even think of anything with, because whatever was left that she felt like it was something, and you just said just to throw it all away, that bear you said meant something to you. That was your older best friend that passed. You should never, okay, she did give you this. Most people probably would have thrown that stuff away, and this was stuff that obviously that meant something to the both of you. and it must be was stored in a box somewhere, and she probably just now honestly looked at this stuff her own self. This girl been doing this, trying to get this and this together with moving and get all this other kind of stuff. And if you are the type of person that you cherish certain things, because obviously this was your belongings that y'all both left each other, this was your stuff, this was not hers. This was letters that you wrote to her for all the things that you have done, not all the letters that she then wrote to you. You wrote these stuff. This was your stuff. So even if it could have sparked something or it didn't spark something, who cares? Who knows? I don't know. I don't see the issue in it, and I ain't trying to say it in no type of a way for to all just Gramz for all the Gramz fans, because like I said, I like the both of them. I don't try to get too deep into anything because nobody don't pay my bills. Okay, so it ain't no need for that. But seriously, I just feel like I don't know if it was the auto thing or maybe you took it away. Nobody was in your presence. Nobody was not thinking about you. I think that was a very kind, good gesture because these was all the letters that you wrote to her over the course of the years for always messing up because you always probably was cheating and leaving and stuff. And this was with the bear. This is the bear from the lady who passed away and the other kind of stuff, other bears and teddy bears. This was sentimental things, and honestly, they waiting for nobody to even open up. Why you told her to open it up? Because it could have been anything in there. Shoot, it could have been an old dildo or something like that. Regardless of what it was, it still was in a respectful way. And I don't think, don't put it like somebody's on your mind like that, because honestly, either leelee is very disrespectful because supposedly if her new boo thing was in the car, then she just dropping off all that stuff. Obviously, somebody spoke about it. So let me get this to her. No. Because if it was B or whoever it supposed to be, I'm pretty sure they would have been like, listen, girl, look, throw that junk in the garbage. Who cares? I'm not finna go over here. Throw this crap in the freaking garbage. Forget her. And she said, no, listen, I know even though this girl I've done so much and she's been like she's living her best life with her Avery and they just the best and they doing so good and stuff like that, and I'm good with that. But the whole thing is I do have a heart at the end of the day, and I know that everything that she cared about and meant something to her, she left it in this box, this bag, hidden. When we had all our toys and stuff, and we used to be doing stuff with the dildos and stuff like that, and she had this in this box underneath. Now I just not realized this too, and guess what? I want to get it to her because I know this here teddy bear right here, it means something to her. So before anything, let me just drop this off, and that was it. And that's what she did. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't think nothing else. I don't really think nothing is wrong with it at all. And I don't know. I just don't know. Gramz, what I'm gonna say to you on this one, I think the auto made a mistake. Okay? Now I can understand how you could probably feel and take something. But at the end of the day, even if there was something, you still gotta remember. And people, please remember this, right? Why is it we break up with somebody, we get with somebody new, and we want to get a new person, so much of respect, so much of everything. Like, oh, they the new Jesus that's walking on water and getting everybody wine and turning fish into chicken. Like, no, listen. Years should mean something to you, regardless of how it happened and what happened. I don't care if I beat your behind. I beat your behind. I ain't just wake up and beat your behind. I beat your behind because you was cheating. It was a reason, okay? I never just cheated on you. That was in the beginning. I didn't know if I wanted to be with a girl or a guy. I was a little bit confused, but guess what? You already knew that, and you said you knew what was going on. Like, we both had our challenges and we both deal with it. You was for 10 years in and out. I knew your whole pattern. When you wanted to go and deal with somebody else, you'd be with this chick for 5 to 7 days, then come back home. Then you did this, then I beat you behind. Then everybody got to know. You got to call the police, your people, but nobody can't do nothing with me. So, that's why everybody was just telling you, like, girl, listen, you probably just want to just leave it alone, okay? Don't keep disrespecting her because we don't know how long you're going to be living. But that's it, okay? That's it. But the thing is, To me personally, she didn't disrespect nobody. She dropped your stuff off. Your stuff, honey. Off in that bag. What was disrespectful is for you to even put it in Avery's head that it was something like that. And then on top of that, for you to go and you seeing at the end this long thing, seeing people still, and I ain't gonna lie, I still was applauding you, and I'm still is gonna, do that, because I felt like that was big of you to be sitting up there and you never like really got heated and saying stuff. And that was because honestly, every video you had mentioned something a little bit about this situation, but you was talking about Aaron Finesco. So you ain't trying to mess up your brand and the things that you got coming to you. So on that level, I really don't know if I can give you depth on that or not. But the whole thing is, what I don't care for is, I understand what you were saying, but at the same time, you know what? Regardless of what, since you said you started off with what it truly was, that teddy bear that meant something to you from the lady that was 65 who had passed. God bless, bless her heart. She passed. Okay, you knew there was something. Okay, so now what? That was the most important thing. You didn't have to go and tell Avery this. You didn't even have to let your sister see. Oh, tell me what's all in there. What's all in there? You didn't have to do none of that stuff. And at the end of the day, even everything that your sister is seeing, I don't know if this your twin sister. I don't know if this was, Darian. I don't know which sister it was. But regardless of who it was, the whole thing is, nobody ain't did nothing wrong. So nobody really can't say nothing. What could be said? Even down to when people were saying stuff with you when you went to go see my mom play the game. You said, okay, guess what? Leelee ain't gonna be there. She out of town. Let me call the dad and ask, since y'all is okay. Okay, can I come and see her? I know it's been a little minute, but I'm missing them. You did that, okay? That still ain't nobody business, but you did it, and it wasn't done in no disrespectful way, because you still let a parent know what was going on, and that parent is a part of that child's life. So I don't know. Autocorrect. Leelee did not come like physically, like in a genie with a bottle and just pop up to your house. She did not do that. Y'all was not in no cookout. Nobody did not trash talk nobody. She left that stuff off that's just what there was. And guess what? For her, I don't know if she maybe was reminiscing some days, looking at those letters like, dang, maybe this is the time when she loved me. But guess what? All them letters that accumulated in there was all sorry notes. Okay, and now she finally said, let me just leave this be. I'm better without her, because I'm doing so much better, been being better. And guess what, Gramz, you are being better too. Look at you achieving so much. You finally got everything off the ground and stuff because honestly, I couldn't see you growing. I ain't see the growth. I could never really see the growth while you was in the presence of Leelee. I only seen Leelee growth, and now everybody gets a chance to see your growth. But those letters that's in there, those are apology letters, honey. That ain't no letters like, oh yeah, I ain't never cheat on you, and you my sun and my moon, and I thank God for you every single day, and He gave you life, and you mean everything, because if that was because y'all wouldn't broke up. No, these was all those letters that you wrote to do better. Like when you was explaining and you put them all around the house and stuff, and you showed us that you was writing these letters around the house, in the doors, in the windows and stuff like that. This and seeing that these was apology notes. These was, I'm sorry I went out that night. My bad. So sorry. I'm sorry about it. That was it. Let's do autocorrect, people.